Hello and welcome back to Tonsil Hockey, the podcast born of a love of heated rivalry, but nonetheless here because we remain committed to smutty media. Olga, can I make a recommendation of a television show I'm watching?
I'm begging you to.
I'm not sure it's good. Can I frame it like that? Can I say that?
Okay, what I'm hearing is that it's very horny.
It's not even that. It's actually so weird, but I'm in and I'd love someone to talk to about it.
Tell me.
Is anyone watching the Polish show Proud?
No, what is it?
It's about this guy who is trying to adopt his niece, and he's gay and he's in Poland. And actually, maybe don't watch it. It's actually but it's interesting. But is it good or is it bad? I can't decide. It's very hard to tell when something's so dubbed.
Uh-huh. Wait, is it not subtitles? You're watching it?
It's dubbed on Now TV. Why have I brought this to the group? Are you watching it?
No, I've never heard of it. And I don't know, based on this review, if I ever will.
Yeah, fair enough. There's a lot of gay sex orgies.
Okay, I hope
And
the
a
niece
hot
is
gay
nowhere
man.
close to them.
No, what the hell?
I don't know. You opened with the niece.
I'm sorry. What are you, the authorities? No, it's not. But it's set in a very homophobic environment, and the media conversation around queerness is actually maybe just triggering. But I thought it was all right.
Okay, well, right.
Don't know why I brought this to you.
We don't know what we think of this show. Tell us what we think of this show.
I'd love to hear. I don't think I like it,
All right. And on that note,
but the guy is hot, so we'll give him that.
that's crucial.
Mm-hmm.
That's key.
On that note, indeed, Olga, this is, of course, an episode called Ask Us Anything, and people have sent in questions. Before we get started, horniest moment of the week from you? Do you have one?
Do you have one?
Yeah, I have one.
Open with that.
Okay, horniest moment of the week. It's really. This is actually such a fucked answer.
Oh my god. Okay. You're in a crazy mood this episode, I'm not gonna lie. You're like, I gotta tell you about this show. Do you like it? I don't know.
Okay, a show I do like that I've been watching. I'm like the last person on earth to watch Maid. Did you watch Maid?
I've heard of Maid.
Okay, Margaret Qualley and her mom,
Single
Annie McDowell.
woman.
Single woman!
Freedom!
Sorry.
I won't
The
let you
the
down.
pace with which that happened as soon as Fame Sick came out. Are we putting those together? Is there anything
100%,
there?
100%.
What's that about?
I think fundamentally Lena Dunham is an Etsy witch. And parentheses complimentary.
Yeah, well, what is that going to be? An insult? Come on. Crazy. Okay, well, is it wrong to say that I've been watching Maid and they're both in it and I fancy them both so much?
I think that's hot. I think that I like
It
that.
seems wrong to say, but oh my god, they're both just so hot.
Well, is that why you like Gilmore Girls?
No,
Okay.
I only fancy one of them.
Which one?
And I'll never tell you which
Okay.
unless you watch it. Write in and tell me. Oh my god, write in and tell us which of those you fancy. Is that normal? Charlie's doing like Godoy. Correct.
Wait, but they're both called Lorelai.
Exactly. No, it's Emily. Anyway, we haven't asked me anything episode. We've had a bunch of questions sent in. Would you like one?
I would like one.
Kerry McQuaid says, do you think when Heated Rivalry came out played a part in its impact? Like we really needed this? Wow, Kerry, big question up top. Thank you for asking. First of all, I do think in the States it coming out in that Thanksgiving window did give it more eyes. It got more eyeballs on it than you would have seen, like if people weren't off work. But I think there's a reason that there's an upsurge in romantasy right now in terms of it being made into television. And part of its trends, of course, but I do think there is such a sense of hopelessness in the world that a guaranteed happy ending and a bit of human connection is, it's going to appeal even more than it would usually. What do you think?
100%. I think for Europe, it obviously came out in that like between Christmas and New Year's time period, which is like great for any TV. So in terms of like sort of the really, I guess like businessy, cynical side of things, I think it was released precisely at the exact time where the most amount of people would watch it. But then it also, I think, filled a market that was completely empty. We didn't have a show that was sort of like in that age demo of that exact genre. And also, I think there was something that was covered at the time and something that we touched upon when we first reviewed it, is that it was unapologetically earnest in a very ironic landscape.
Yes.
And I think that cut through.
I love that. So yes, we do. I wonder if you do, Carrie. I assume you do if you're asking the question. But yeah, absolutely. And also just like at the same time, I think the fact that it was so good, so well made, so well acted, that the two men in it are so hot means it would have had cut through at some point. But the fact that it didn't take a like word of mouth sort of cult hit that to then get some traction, it was like boom, thank you. It was probably the instantaneousness of that reception. I think is definitely down to when.
Yeah, and then I think there's a combination of like alchemy and talent, but also some like really savvy stuff going on. And I do think we all rooted for it as an underdog because it was a Say It With Me Crave original. I think, and it had these like actors who were unknowns who were absolutely nailing the press for it because they were all so excited and so sort of PR untrained. I think it was just a perfect storm. Will they be able
to do it for the second series now that we've ruined their goddamn freaking lives? I don't know.
On to the next question.
Okay. Christina asks, are you still consumed by Heated Rivalry every day? I need to know I'm not alone. Christina. If only you could see my Instagram algorithm. Yes. If it is a mirror to me, then yes. I would also say I'd reheated probably 7 or 8 times. And then we were writing out our scripts for the live shows where we did a script reading and we had to transcribe it. And in so doing, I picked up so much more than I have ever done on a
I recommend it to everyone as an exercise.
Just write out every single word of the show you're watching. Why not? That's normal. It's normal. But in catching little glimpses and moments from you really had to focus in on, I felt like I got more from it. I didn't stop at 1 and 2. I did that for the transcription, and then I was like, oh, I gotta see the whole goddamn thing again. It actually made me have more love for... Not total love, but more love for Scott and Kip. I didn't say it. I'm sorry.
You reheated with 3?
Yeah, I went back to 3 for the first time in honestly ages. Didn't mind it. So stupid, obviously, but didn't mind it.
Again, after watching Off Campus, you're kind of like, you know what? Skip is fine. Skip is good, actually.
Oh my God, Skip is great. And I liked Off Campus. But yeah, come on, the writing's just objectively better. And the second you give Jacob Tierney credit for being in on the joke, the second you decide the giant art history book is funny, is intentionally funny, then you're like, ha ha ha.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's me having a good time. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, and if the banana's intentional, extra banana, then so is the giant art history book.
Exactly. What about you? Are you still consumed?
I'm going to give an honest answer, and we can cut it in post if it's too honest.
No.
I obviously think about it daily. It is part of my daily life. I do sometimes think that I don't know it well enough to be any kind of spokesperson for it. Does that make sense?
I would say that is testament to our audience, though. The fact that you and I, in most conversations with like a random person we meet, sound like lunatics.
This is true.
But in an audience of our listeners, feel like novices is completely fine, I think. Because we're speaking about this to people who have such a breadth of knowledge about romantasy as a broader fan fiction, as like with AO3 with our fandom and as a broader fandom, but also who like have been on AO3 since they were, teens, who have read a lot more romantasy than us, who come to it with a much greater wealth of information and background. I think it's okay that we're still learning, and I quite like that we get told things by our audience that we would never have fucking noticed.
I just like
even
to
though
say
we've watched it 10 times.
That I am like extremely grateful for anyone who listens to this.
Yeah,
I appreciate your patience, and I hope while being a complete novice, I at least have made you laugh.
Oh my God, we definitely have. Behave. Now that's too far. But I know what you mean though. It is that balancing act, isn't it? Where you're like, we're new here. And we're so happy to be
new here, and we're very, very open about that.
Yeah, we are.
Question for you, Catherine.
Go on.
Who do you think Ilya and Shane's favorite comedians would be? Present company excluded?
Is that a question? That's a question.
I love that question. That's such a good question. That's a question that we are authorities on, actually.
That is so funny. Who do you think Ilya and Shane's favorite comedians would be? Wow. Wow.
I think Ilya, because he's so deadpan, can actually sit through the cringiest of cringe. So I think he would watch Nathan Fielder and not even flinch. As much as I admire the artistry of Tim Robinson, I could not sit through the Chair Company because it was just so...
Oh my God, I love it so much.
I couldn't. I think you should leave it. I couldn't do Chair Company. I was like, I respect that this is an art form, but I simply cannot.
I'm obsessed with
I think Ilya would just watch and be like, yeah, it's funny.
I don't think it would be his favorite comedian, though.
Okay, fair. Who do you think would be his favorite?
I feel like Ilya's favorite comedian is Joan Rivers.
Okay, fair.
I just think 100. He saw her with his mom on television one time. He likes all the fur. I think it's like he likes her. He likes Catherine Ryan. He likes sort of like. Yeah, I feel like he likes
He likes Catherine Bohart, is what you're trying to say.
Well, I think he'd like Catherine Bohart. I think he wouldn't mind Catherine Bohart. No, but I think he likes sort of I could see him liking Joe Brand.
Yeah.
Just like an older woman.
Yeah.
Shane's favorite comedian, I think, is a trickier one.
Shane does not watch comedy. What are the macros on that?
I do agree with that. He could maybe convince himself that if he could laugh for long enough, hard enough, he could do an abs. He could engage his core whilst watching comedy. But who would he like?
I think he'd like Pete Holmes. Something nice and clean.
I can see him liking John Richardson, maybe.
Okay, yeah.
Who would Shane like? Shane would hate clowning.
Oh my God.
Ilya would love clowning.
Yes, in a crazy turn of events, Shane the character would hate Connor's story.
Yes, exactly. But I think Ilya would love clowning.
Yeah.
I think Ilya would love Julia Masley's show. It would really bring something up for him.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like, I cannot see Shane liking comedy. Is that the wrong answer? He might like Fortune Feimster if she weren't too gay for him. He would.
Yes, I think you're completely right. Producer Charlie's completely right. He would like Colbert or The Daily Show, something where like you're laughing and learning type of thing.
Yes, he would say his favorite comic was Trevor Noah. But he just found out he's a comic.
I just thought I was watching the news.
Yeah. Oh, I love that. Okay, yeah, good answer. Interesting. Okay, another question. This one is from Scarlett. Okay. Out of all 3 shows you have watched on the pod, so for reference, that's Hunting Wives, Heated Rivalry, and Off Campus, rank your top 5 characters that each of you are most attracted to. Scarlett, thank you for this profound question. Write them down, no talking. Let's compare and contrast. That is such a good question, Scarlett.
This is not my ultimate list. This is a list of how I feel right now, and I'm in a weird mood, and I've surprised even myself with
I've
this list.
really shocked myself. I think we're both in weird moods. Thank you. Okay. You want to show them to each other first of all?
No, I want us to walk us through them one by one. You go first.
Who do you think my first one is?
Yuna.
Incorrect. Not even in my top 5.
Ilya.
Correct.
Obviously. Okay.
Ilya, check. Number 1. Number 2?
Ali. Malin Eckermann's character in Hunting Wives.
I'm also surprised by this. It's Dean.
Oh, okay.
Huh?
Okay.
I'm shocked.
Okay, interesting. You are in a weird mood.
I am in a weird mood. It's Ilya, it's Dean, it's Shane.
What? You fancy Shane all of a sudden?
I fancy Shane more than the other people.
Okay.
But I actually think maybe...
That's fine.
I actually think I don't mean that. I'm taking that out. Can I go again? I'm putting Shane 5th.
Okay.
So for me, it's Ilya, Dean, Ali, Margot, Shane.
Yeah, all of that no. What doesn't make sense to me is that Shane is on this list, but like the main guy from Off Campus isn't. He has a name, I'm sure.
Yeah, he's not for me.
That's so interesting. That's really interesting. You fascinate me.
I don't even know if Shane belongs on there.
Scott Hunter?
No. Oh my God, no! I'm an idiot.
Brittany Snow. You'd fuck Shane over Brittany Snow?
None of that. Okay, I've revised my list. Wow, this is really hard to do on the fly,
Svetlana?
you guys. Exactly.
Svetlana.
Yeah, and actually, I've changed my order.
Oh
so
my
for
God.
me, it goes Ilya, Dean, Margot, Ali, Svetlana.
Yeah, That's a list that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, that's my list.
Again, it's kind of crazy to me that you put Dean above any of these hot ass women, but
I know it's crazy, but yeah, that's how I feel.
all right.
Ilya, Dean, Margot, Ali, Svetlana.
And that's
but
my
Dean
sexuality.
looks most like my girlfriend, I think.
This is true.
So
this
that
is true.
tracks.
This is true.
Yeah,
He looks like He-Man.
I'd like to lock that in, please. Final answer, Chris. Ilya, Dean, Margot, Ali, Svetlana. Would you like to give me yours?
I like that. Okay, I really surprised myself with this one, so here we go. Number 1.
Can I guess? Shane.
Not number 1.
What?
Not number 1. Currently in the state of mind. The thing is, for some reason today, I was like, who would I want to fuck now?
Yeah.
And I'm an adult woman.
Yeah.
I'm a married woman.
Yeah.
What I want is a threesome with Dermot Mulrooney and Malin Ackerman.
Shut
yeah.
up.
Yeah.
Shut
I want to be in
up.
the hot tub with them. I think we'd have a great time.
You'd have the best time.
I think I'd be
He'd
wearing
be
a
like
wig.
giving you a cigar. She'd be eating you out.
I'm going to do that thing where I'm like
Your
trying
husband
his
would
hat.
be holding your coat. That's so funny. I actually love that for you. So that's the pair of them, Tom.
Yes.
Love that.
I think I'd have an amazing time.
I actually think they'd show you a phenomenal time. You'd leave being like, I'm not gonna be able to sit down for a while. Wow.
Maybe he lets me keep the
obsessed
hat.
with that choice for you. Yes, please.
Yeah, we're having a great time.
Wow.
Then
Yeah.
it's Shane.
Yeah. Well, and it would have to be because like next would have to be soft and gentle, please.
The whiplash.
Easy sailor. Yeah. Yeah. And
Well, he
then,
doesn't even touch me. We just kiss.
yeah, that's nice.
And maybe I spoon him.
Yeah, exactly. And then
Then we have Yuna. I'm in a mood.
I love this
I'm in a
mood.
mature mood.
I love this mood. Also, Yuna and you would be a vibe.
Yeah, I kind of want. I want to be like doing that thing. Like me and Yuna are in a beautiful relationship, but Yuna's like maybe she's got her glasses on and she's like going through the papers and I'm kissing her neck and she's like, I gotta just finish this. And I'm like, come to the bedroom. I'm kissing her neck and she's like, no, but I just gotta finish these papers. But then she can't because I'm kissing her neck so
Oh
good.
my god, I love that. That's not how I saw it. In my head, you were in a meeting.
Wait, what? And are we doing footsie?
No, she's just like telling you what the strategy should be. And then is eventually like, are you listening? And you're like, no. And then she's, I'm excited.
I
Okay,
like that.
okay, great. And then number 4?
Number 4/5, random. I was like, write down the first thing that came to mind. Carter St. James. Why? I just think he felt like a fuckboy in a very intriguing way to me. Because he was equal parts fuckboy at the very last scene where he came in, he's like, what the fuck is up? But then he was also kind of a dweeb with Allie and kind of a simp for Allie.
Wait, Carter St. James is which one?
It's the guy Allie meets at the bar.
Oh my god, but who has a different name?
Yes, so I think he's like equal parts kind of like dickish,
He's
but also
really
simpy.
hot. No,
He's
I
very
agree.
hot.
He's so hot.
Because he's not full dick, but he's also not full simp, and I like that.
He's so hot. Oh, God.
It's
I
a
love what
crazy
your
list.
brain's at today.
But I felt kooky today. I felt a little kooky.
But I really like whatever vibe you're on. Maybe you can tell we've synced. Because on Sunday you were like, first day my period. Next day my body was like, come on.
Catch up.
Yeah. Wow.
Get in. The water's fine. Yeah, we're in a weird mood.
Oh, I love your list though.
Catherine, how do we both meet?
What a gear shift. How did we meet? When did we first meet? Through comedy, obviously.
I met you a bunch of times, but I think the first time we properly hung out, we went to that pottery place. But I don't remember how the pottery place happened.
Yeah, but you organized a very fun activity. But before that, I feel like were we in a Funny Women final?
No.
Were we in a?
We were very aware of each other, but I just remember planning a pottery painting date with you, but I don't even remember where we were when we planned it.
I don't even feel like I knew you when we both debuted.
No. Charlie
But I was
Dinkin, who
aware
is
of
my
you.
very good friend, directed your show.
Yeah.
And then I think Charlie introduced us, kind of.
That's so weird that we don't remember.
And then we did a pottery painting date, and to this day, I have a giant bowl that Catherine painted for me, and at the bottom of the bowl it says "Mommy's little Kokoda mustache."
Yes!
and I put my limes and lemons in it.
That's so nice.
Because you have a show called
That's so
Lemon.
nice.
There
yes,
you go.
I do.
Yes.
But why?
But why?
But why? How did we not remember? That's interesting. I guess,
truly
yeah, we
can't
just
remember.
existed in each other's universes because of comedy.
Yeah.
in a way that like I think a lot of the time people think that comedy is a community, and it is in lots of ways, but it's also a bunch of like soul traders.
Maybe we've seen each other in green rooms, but also I don't think we'd be booked. We are the same.
That is
slot.
the thing. We're never booked on the same lineup. Yeah. It's like she's gonna wear the same long dress from Mulby with a sensible shoe. She'll talk a lot about her partner. Oh yeah, full face, and I think some jokes about her dad and sex. Yeah,
that Halloween gig at the chapel was probably the first time we've been on the same lineup in years.
Yeah, and you had to do a specific show about growing up with money in order to distinguish yourself.
I'm not the Irish one. That's how I open.
She's the rich one. Okay? Easy. Gorgeous. Well, there you go. What a fun question.
For the AMA, 6 months on, what's the most insane thing you've done in service of HR addiction? I think mine is learning to read Cyrillic to better appreciate fanfic, Lizzie. That's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
What does that mean?
Well, Cyrillic alphabet is the Russian alphabet.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
That's dedication.
You learned Russian.
This is huge. This is huge.
Crazy.
It's absolutely huge.
Amazing. Lizzie, I'm in awe of your... Wow, what's the craziest thing I've done? For me, if I may, it's setting up a podcast called Tonsil Hockey that came into being from a text message in the space of 3 days that we've kept up that was meant to be like, daily 7-episode podcast as a like mad reaction to a thing that happened, and then we kept going with. I would say so far, yeah.
Yeah, here we are sitting.
I think we're sitting in the madness. Yeah.
That's crazy. I was gonna say I not only went to a hockey game, I learned about sports. Period. You
went to a hockey game on your wedding day.
I did go at a hockey game. Boy Aquarium. Yeah, I think we're all having sort of a collective episode.
Yeah, that was nuts. There was a moment where we were sat there watching Rob Delaney cry over episode 5.
We've really built something here.
And when was it Phil Wang who asked if MPreg was a file type? That I was like, how have we looped everyone into this? This is madness. Yeah, I love that question. But for me, yes, the answer is...
And you're like, maybe starting a cult isn't that hard.
Oh, I've never thought that would be hard. Okay. Emerald. Wow, what a message. Hi guys, thanks so much for all the work that went into the read-throughs. Just great fun. Emerald, thanks for saying that. It did actually take quite a lot of work, and we really appreciate you saying so. For the Ask Me Anything, while episode 5 is the most perfect for all its imperfections, episode 6 is still my favourite. We know they were editing up to the wire, and the shoot at the cottage was a very speedy 2 days, so inevitable. The sequence from the love declarations to the intense lovemaking is, to me, the most imperfect. The post I love you kiss needs to be longer. The coffee at sunrise is far too Gandalf and Bilbo for my liking. Oh, I disagree, Emerald. I actually love that coffee so much. Having studied the episodes as you have, what parts of scenes, bits of scripts, or even just frames would you like to slightly tweak? Why and how? Keep up the good work, and fingers crossed you are busily working on EPs 3 to 6 for future read-throughs. Yes, Emerald.
We definitely
Emerald,
are.
Love it. Yes, we are. Don't worry. Homework being done as we speak. But
I slightly do feel like I'm walking into a trap with this one. Because
me too.
The show is perfect, and so is the book. However,
you have thoughts. I will say, yeah, my cortisol went up in reading this question because first of all, fascinating. You said, and this is why I love our audience. You say, as we know, they were editing up to the wire. Yes,
yeah, we know.
I now know that.
We knew this.
And that the shoot at the cottage was a very speedy 2 days. I can't believe that. Emerald, I didn't know that.
I think you spent more time watching it than 2 days.
Oh, easily. I've easily spent more than 2 days watching it. I do think that episode is absolutely phenomenal. What would I change if I were to change something? The kiss post, I love you being longer. Interesting. I love the coffee. I love the intimacy of and the domesticity of us seeing them.
Give me a kiss.
Oh, gimme kisses. Nobody's allowed to mess with gimme kiss.
I have an answer if you want to.
I'm desperate to hear.
Okay, so.
What you think? You could do better than Jacob Tierney. Come on, let's hear it.
Something that I have gone on record saying is that at the end of episode 2, I didn't even know if I liked the show because I was so heartbroken over we didn't even kiss. I thought Ilya was a fuckboy. I thought he was cruel. And I thought Shane deserves better because he's perfect. And I felt that way when I was reading the book as well. And sort of Ilya was someone who had to redeem himself to me. And obviously by the end of the season, I absolutely loved him. And by the end of the book, I absolutely loved him. And having read The Long Game, I understand that he's a complete character in his own right. And I actually got a tremendous amount of empathy for Ilya after reading The Long Game. And so while I wouldn't change much, I probably would kind of go back and maybe inject a little bit of Ilya's perspective into some moments. I don't know exactly how I would do it, but I think that the gut punch cruelty of we didn't even kiss like still lingers with me. And I do wonder if there's a way.
Even when he sat there going like, are you going to go home? Yeah, of course I'm going to go home. But do you like it? What does that have to do with it? Like the complete cultural miscommunication about what it costs for him to do that. Having seen, also knowing that he has a father there who couldn't remember the start of their conversation, at the end of their conversation that we'd seen them having.
Sweetie, I understand why it's all happening. Also, the assignment is literally, what would you change?
Okay, well, the correct answer is nothing. It's perfect, Emerald. And I actually can't believe you asked me that.
So maybe just like, I don't know if it's a matter of Ilya looking back at the door or reaching for it or trying to write a text message himself or one tear. I don't know. Something from Ilya to show us that he cares, because I only realized that he cared like more than halfway through this fucking show.
I can't disagree enough. I mean,
I know, but I'm trying to answer the question. I'm doing this for Emerald.
I hear you. If I had to change one thing.
And obviously he's the one who arranged the photo shoots to be, but also did he arrange it just to have sex? And it's like, I need to know he loves Shane.
Okay, I disagree. I have 2 technical changes I would make. And they are the only 2 scenes where, to me, you can see the mechanics of, and that's your cue. And it's when they open the door to the bathroom in episode 2 and Sasha takes a snort of cocaine. Like it's been 3, 2, 1, open the door and go, which I find like a bit like, I can see the mechanics of that.
Yeah.
And the same mechanics are at work when Shane walks from side of camera to bed, post-sex ahead of tuna melt in those and gets under the sheet.
Such
where I just am like, yeah, but that's the point, is they're the only ones where I felt like I forgot I was in a world and was like, somebody's gone and mark to mark and in you get. And I just don't think that, I think both of them detract rather than add. But
okay,
that's it from me.
What we
can you imagine? That's it. I have one other thing.
Every episode should be 4 hours long.
Oh yeah, oh my god, I'd love them to be longer. I don't know if I can say it.
Come on.
I thought Shane's French should have been better. Pardon, désolé, but it's not good. And we're supposed to believe
I don't understand that.
We're supposed to believe that he's the linguist, that he is from Canada, that he's always spoken French, that he speaks specifically Quebecois. And I think if Ilya can learn, if Connor could learn all fluent of that Russian, it's like 3 lines. Is that?
I asked for Ilya to just look at the door.
I just think that he can.
And Catherine said that's asking for too much.
I was like, how dare you?
Anyways, can Shane learn French fluently in 2 weeks?
Not
please?
fluently, but I think they should have either dubbed it or.
Fair. You know what? Fair.
Merci. Je suis désolée. D'accord.
Just B writes in. After The Long Game, will the book club get back into fanfics? Or are you scared off from Hayden threesome? Yes and yes. Have you read any on your own that you would recommend? My current favorite is very smutty AU drawn in college hockey Shane and art student Ilya. And I think you would love the different characters they play and the fact that Cliff and Hayden show up as well. I think this is a very safe and sexy AU and would not be as upsetting as the last fanfic. What is AU? Alternative universe.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's an alternate universe in which Shane is a college hockey player and Ilya is an art student.
I think you've just told us what we'll be doing for our next Patreon. We should be doing that.
100%.
Also, apparently somebody's written one of us on AO3 and that needs to be absolutely on there. In answer to your question, Jess B, yes, we will do more fanfic after we finish The Long Game. And that sounds like a great place to start. And thank you for the suggestion. That's a great idea. Do I tend to read it by myself? No, but interestingly, out of a sense that I could lose myself to AO3 and I have a job, and I already think about this so much. I don't know, I'm worried. I'm like, can I handle it?
Yeah, I feel like if you come across AO3 fanfic that's either about athletes, like tennis players, like real people,
Oh my God.
or politicians, we just wouldn't see you for like a month.
I think that's right. Oh my God, are there tennis ones? I don't. Oh my God. If there are any good tennis ones, especially based on current tennis players, please. Sinner and Alcaraz? Sinner and Alcaraz?
This is a request.
Or I could write it. Interesting. Okay, Scarlett also said, we've already had a question from, we've had that one.
Seriously, isn't it weird that Ilya slept with a brother and a sister, Svetlana and Sasha? They're brother and sister?
No, they're not.
I don't think they are. No, because Sasha is the coach's son and Svetlana is the daughter of a former hockey player.
Yeah.
No, they're not brother and sister.
They're not brother and sister, but love that read of the situation. That's so funny. That's
really
also so funny that Svetlana was like, ugh, I'll go to bed because it's my brother's turn. You gotta share your toy. No, they're not brother and sister, but I adore that Game of Thrones read on the situation. Jessica says, the table read was amazing. Thank you, Jessica. Will you be doing any more episodes? Not 3, obviously. Now, Jessica, that's a very good point because I don't think we should bother with 3, but I imagine you think we should.
I think we should do 3, and we need to cast it so spectacularly that people will want to come see it.
Dreamcast for me, that would make it like workable.
Tell me.
Is Nish Kumar as Kip.
Yes. Yes.
A-caster is...
Yeah, there we go. Done.
Oh, the dream.
Okay, well, you've just sold yourself on it.
Yeah, now
and
I have
also,
to cast
given
that.
just how much we hate it, I think our stage directions could be hilarious.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. And maybe we could get sort of a prop of the biggest art history book that you could possibly imagine.
That could be really fun. I did love doing them. I have to say they were so much fun, and the audience were really into it. I wonder if we could get,
something to think about.
Okay, something to think about. More comedian reads of the rest of season 1. I need more Nathan Foad is what I'm saying. Don't we all? What are your top 5 scenes from the long game you're most excited to see on screen? Love
okay,
you.
So for
Thank
you, it's
you,
obviously
May.
the trophy room. Can we guess each other's?
Yeah.
Trophy room number 1 for you.
Yeah.
I assume butt plug number 2 for you.
No.
Okay. Jeez.
Although very good guess. Yeah.
Butt plug is in there.
Mm-hmm.
The mirror exercise, is that even in the top 5?
Get out of the fucking gutter.
Oh, okay.
It goes.
Oh, obviously the wedding with the baby,
you.
the baby and the kids and the Moana soundtrack.
Yeah.
That's number 2. Do you have any other sex scenes in the top 5?
Yeah.
Okay, could it be the one in front of the mirror in the exercise room with the ball where he?
Not top 5.
Not top 5.
So far you've got trophy room.
Yes.
Wedding.
Yes.
Then you've said it already. Butt
plug
plug gladiator.
Of
Yes,
course.
absolutely.
I mean, he's dressed as a gladiator. He's dressed as a
Yes.
Oil me up, baby. Put a
Yes.
spray tan on me. Oh my god.
4.
Should I get a degree in spray tanning so I could be the official spray tanner of the Heated Rivalry cast?
So funny that you think that takes a degree. Sometimes you're so Russian. I assume I will need the high level qualification for this. No. You're fine. But yeah, that's the only thing stopping you getting hired is that.
I don't have the appropriate paperwork. It's the certificate that I have doesn't actually translate
That's
into.
so funny.
It's not recognized by the Canadian Board of spray tanners. Wait, what's 4? 4 is, let me guess, put me into the long game.
And put you into my brain.
What do you like?
Not yours, mine.
Yeah, you like being bossy.
No, what else do I like that you don't like?
Sports.
No, try again.
Oh, wait, no, like them winning a game or something.
Go again.
Them on the ice? What is it that you like? Jesus.
Dogs.
Oh, I'm so completely not
I can't wait to meet the dog.
Okay, yeah. So it's going to be the scene where we see how many toys that Ilya has bought for the puppy because he's gone overboard.
And just him with the dog.
I could not care less. Also, what I'm hoping for is that there's not enough budget for a dog.
I hate you.
The dog just kind of whoops. Oh, she's just in the other room.
No, it'll be the director's dog. It'll be, if Jacob Tierney has a dog, it'll be his dog.
His dog just out of shot is beautiful.
And number 5?
Would it be another sex scene or no?
No. Mm-hmm.
Is it a romantic scene?
In a way.
Oh my God. Catherine Bohart. And it's not a sports scene. There's nothing sports about it?
All the people there are sports players.
Is Hayden there?
No. No.
Oh, it's the four of them at a gay bar.
There you go. It's double date.
Yes.
Those are the ones I'm like hyped for. Unless, of
Okay.
course, they do Dinner with Hayden, but I doubt they will.
God, I want them to do
But if they did Dinner with Hayden, I would be ecstatic.
Christmas special dinner with Hayden.
Yeah. What about you? Top 5. Okay, let me think.
Mine are hornier than yours.
Yeah, I bet. Mirror.
Mirror, yes.
Trophy.
Trophies, it's there, but it's not the number one. I just think it's a little cringe. It's a little
Mirror
cringe.
butt plug.
Mirror butt plug, yes.
Wedding.
Mm-hmm.
Kissing on Cameo? Or whatever they're calling Cameo?
Yes. I think...
No?
Yes. I think I would be more excited to see the scene of them with the head of the NHL.
Fun.
Because I want to see Shane be brave.
Fun. Do
Like-
you think we'll get that far this series?
Well, if we have the whole book, then yes.
But will we have the whole
If we do,
book?
I would be so excited. I want to see
Yeah,
Shane
I'm
be
excited
brave.
for that.
There's something so exciting. Like any scene in the first season where Shane was like huffing and puffing. I love huffing and puffing.
Okay,
and Great
yeah.
Hamster Shane is my favorite Shane.
Yeah, Angry Puppy is hilarious. Okay, and then butt plug and trophy. I quite want to see manicure. Is that in there? Manicure?
Yeah.
Mm.
I'd also love to see the therapy scenes and the bitch that got my role.
Yes. And it was yours. It was yours that was taken. Very good options. Okay, great.
Who would
Here's a
you
question.
marry?
Go on.
Who would you marry? Willow Waddle says, who would you marry in Heated Rivalry universe? I think I'd marry Svetlana personally. And you are correct. And you'd be correct.
That's a lovely answer. Is that who you'd marry?
I think I'd marry Yuna. No, that's lies. I think she'd be too controlling.
It's Ilya for me. Ilya.
All right.
And for you, Shane, surely.
I guess Shane, but I think...
We're nothing if not predictable. Can I marry them both?
Can I be in the cuck chair?
Yeah, that's what I said. But I was trying to be romantic. Please. Hannah says, have you read Super Straight Bros live on AO3?
Okay, I want to read this. It sounds amazing.
Horny, Dumb and Dumber Holanov.
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
Can we add that to
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
episode where we do?
We
Okay.
must.
Producer Charlie's making note of the two that you guys have suggested for AO3. We will be reading those on Patreon, don't you worry.
Jacob Gen 12 asks, in season 2, would you prefer the cast a hot or ugly commissioner? Ooh, yeah. Who's the perfect casting for the commissioner?
Wait, the commissioner is who?
I'm assuming it's the NHL guy.
Oh, I mean, I told you my casting, didn't
Wait,
I?
remind me.
Who did I say? I said John Hamm.
Perfect.
So I've obviously gone hot.
Yes, can I agree with that? He'd
Yeah.
be so good at it.
I'm going to say hot. I want a hot commissioner. I want John Hamm.
I also wonder if it's someone that could lull us in the into a false sense of security and then play against type in a way that is delightful, like
Tell
a
me.
Bryan Cranston, where you're like,
I
he
love
can't
a good Bryan
possibly, like he can't
Cranston!
possibly be a bad guy. He can't. he is. You know what I mean? I really like when they do that, where they cast the bad guy as like a character who would never, ever, ever would play a bad guy.
Who else is Canadian?
That's a very good point.
The Ryans.
Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, the Ryans. Ryan Gosling and the other Ryan.
Reynolds?
Is he not Canadian?
He could be.
Yeah, I think he is.
Well, I think
And he owns a football team.
there you go, Ryan Reynolds.
And I could believe him as a bad guy.
I guess, yeah, and maybe that his type would play into like former hockey player type thing.
Mm. Keanu Reeves is Canadian?
No way is Keanu Reeves Canadian.
Keanu Reeves, that was easy.
That
Keanu
feels
Re-
like it explains everything.
But Keanu Reeves could never. He
Chad
would never.
Kroeger, the lead singer of Nickelback,
Would be a strange commissioner.
He goes, the soul patch stays on.
That would be him. I can't even imagine him in a suit. That would be interesting. Wow, Jacob, so many options, so much to think about. Okay, We've had, can you please give fanfic another go? Because you were done dirty by the previous recommendations. Yes, Sam, thank you, we will. Please send your recommendations if you think you have any better. Movies Kink says, have either of you ever had an obsession like this before? If so, what was it? Great question. Thank you so much. I was pretty obsessed with Gilmore Girls when it was first coming out. I was very obsessed with L Word, as you all know. The OC. Was I like this level of obsessed? What was it? What was the last time I was this level of obsessed? This is going to sound so weird. But for a time, and honestly it's past, like it was like a fugue state when I look back. But when I was debating at university, I was obsessed with it. It was like a tiny little universe that I was obsessed with. And I guess comedy? Yeah, when I first started comedy, I was like an addict. I think it has a real dopamine hit, kind of like rinse and repeat, need the next one vibe.
I think the last time I probably felt this way was around falling in love with comedy, not yet doing it, but no longer being a casual fan. And I think that was with the start of podcasting, where we had such direct access to comedians talking about comedy in a way that was like a craft and an art and a job, as opposed to just entertainment. And I felt like when I was listening to P. Holmes' podcast, Mark Maron's podcast, you were sort of like in that universe, and it was just sort of something that you wanted more of. And I remember I used to go to like any comedy show on. It could just say comedy and I'd be there.
Oh wow. I was weirdly obsessed with Post Secret.
Oh yeah, that's wow.
I got the book, the printed postcard.
Did you ever submit?
No.
There's still time.
Dun, dun,
There's
dun.
still
Or
time.
did I?
I love mini.life's question. It is my favorite question we've ever received.
Of course, this really is a question for you. What song do you want in Heated Rivalry Season 2? For me, So Hot You're Hurting My Feelings by Caroline Polachek. That's such a good... I actually can't believe that wasn't in the first series. Now that you've said, in my brain it was. That's the song I want in Season 2. I'm afraid, Minnie, you've answered the question for me. I think that's the perfect choice. You have an answer?
I have so many
Please,
answers.
tell me.
So we love to nod to Canadian artists, right? Yeah. So I think we do loads of Canadian royalty. Again, budget pending. We need to do Justin Bieber and we need to do Boyfriend. I could be if I was in Boyfriend.
I love.
Says you never ever know. Come on, it would be so good. I like to be. And because obviously also they're boyfriends, so that's exciting.
I can get into that, yeah.
I think we do Grimes. I think she's Canadian, isn't she? I think Grimes would be great. I think Alanis, a little bit of Alanis, why not?
Alanis would be heaven.
A little bit of Avril, why not? Hey, put some Nickelback in there. Honestly, I just think we need to do a real who's who of Canada.
Really?
Alessia Cara, Drake, come on. I just feel like we could do Canada. We can also do a little bit of indie sleaze, like something like Maps by the Yeah Yeah Yeahs would go really, really hard.
Oh, I like that.
Like as he's driving with the butt plug, wait, they don't love you like I love you. Wait, because they don't love you.
I actually really like that. That's very funny. Also, wouldn't hate some London Grammar in there. I feel like a lot of London Grammar gets me going.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, no, for me, you've picked the perfect song, Minnie. Yeah.
Also, I'm excited for some workout tunes. Like for the games, I really something with a high BPM, maybe something like I just came to say hello, and then do, and over that is a hockey montage.
You're so good at this.
Dream job, music supervisor.
Yes, please. Wow.
Thank you.
Okay, well, God, I know myself enough to know I don't know enough about music, but I like both of those answers. This from Min. Hi, divas. Thanks, Min. Hi, divas. First of all, thank you for... I can't hear the word divas without... You're now watching I Kissed a Girl, right?
Yes.
And you're watching Danny Minogue cosplay as sort of drag queen.
Okay, the second
Hi, divas!
the second you said that they're not allowed to touch her, that's the one thing I can't unsee. It's like a force field around her. It's like you are not contractually. You
Sometimes
cannot
it's
come
like
in.
she's been green screened into the pool. You're like, is she there though?
She's like
Is
the hologram of Princess Leia.
Yeah, it's so funny. Hi, divas. First of all, thank you for the best.
First of all, do not touch me.
Yeah, first of all, do not touch me. Second of all, I'm not gay. Anyway, first of all, thank you for the best podcast of the year. Oh, that's so nice. Thanks, Min. You're both icons, and your dedication to the HR universe is worthy of an EGOT. Tell your friends, Min. Tell your friends. My question is around my current fixation. The season 2 potential soundtrack. Ooh, we're on theme here. I initially messaged this in through Instagram, but actually realized
Oh my God, it's you. It's you.
yap
It's the
more.
same. It's the same person. Hi, Min.
Wait, Min. You're Minnie. Oh, hello. I remember a playlist of songs being mentioned on the pod. Yes, that was all One Direction, etc., which have their place. I'm not a hater, but Jacob has a musical vision and I hugely respect it. In line with that, here would be a couple of my thoughts. Jacob Tierney, hear me out, brother. So Hot You're Hurting My Feelings. Caroline Polachek. Literally perfect song for season 2 about being horny in a long-distance relationship.
You're so right. It's
between
not just a good
two
song, it's an on-theme song.
Successful people. Do I hear a montage? Min, you couldn't be more right.
You're so good.
Lovers spit and or anthems for a 17-year-old girl.
Oh my God.
Broken social scene. Oh,
Canada indeed.
But also the connection to Feist. I'd love to see one of these songs getting used over something romantic and hot and the other being used over something devastatingly sad. Either way, I'd be happy. Could you explain that whole paragraph to me, please?
Broken Social Scene is a famous Canadian alt band, and I believe Feist was part of it. Or like toured with them, but basically she's adjacent to them. And Feist obviously wrote and sang Sea Lion, and just so she was on season 1. So this would be a great nod to Canadian alt music of the time, but also to season 1.
Okay, thank you so much. Last words of a shooting star, Mitski. 2 words, plane crash.
Okay, Min, my wedding is off because I'm marrying you. Mitski is my favorite artist of all time, and I do think that incredibly on theme.
That's so great. Sorry, this email is insanely long, but I hope you appreciate the overthinking involved and would genuinely love to hear your 2 cents on all this. All the best to keep you doing what you're doing, Min, they, them. That's so nice, Min. I think you guys should work on the show together. You guys should do the soundtrack.
I have so much to say about this. I think there's also a lot of really good songs by SZA about longing. So again, if money's no object, I would love a little bit of SZA. I'm literally on my Spotify right now. So okay.
Did you see the clip where they asked Miley if she would do a song for it? And it was early days when it had just come out and I don't think she'd seen the show.
And what did she say?
But she was like, yeah, okay.
I think she should.
And that would be awesome.
Slide Away by Miley Cyrus, one of the greatest songs of all time. It is indie rock. It's her in her absolute element. And I think it's kind of a calm song about letting go. And I think it's perfect for when Shane leaves the Metros. And if you've heard it, you'll know. God, that would be so good.
We haven't had any Troye Sivan.
Oh,
one of your girls? We went different ways with that. We went different ways.
I think he should play at the gay club.
That would be gorgeous. S&M, Rihanna.
Okay.
Bit of a throwback. Throwback.
Okay.
Why not? Fantastic. Min, what a great question. Thank you so much for your input. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for sending in your questions. Thank you so much for coming to our live shows. We'll be back next Thursday. And if you want more from us, we have a Patreon. You can also find us on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at Tonsil Hockey Podcast.
I want the Angel Olsen song "Shut Up, Kiss Me" to play.
Oh.
And it's playing. Then let's say,
how does it go?
Shut up, kiss me, hold me close. Woo! Or hold me tight.
I don't know it.
Let me just very quickly play you.
Or if I do, that didn't help.
Okay, shut up,
I
kiss me,
love
hold me
that.
tight. Plays, then it stops. And for example, it's let's say for example, it's Shane arriving at Ilya's house. The music drops out. It's complete silence. All we hear is Shane's breath. Ilya opens the door, and it starts playing again as they kiss.
That's
That's what I want.
Literally anything CMAT makes, I just want
Irish excellence.
my little
Irish
Irish
excellence.
queen to be everywhere and anywhere. You can also email us on tonsilhockeypodcast@gmail.com. We love you. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for asking us. I honestly thought they'd be much smuttier than they were. But beautiful earnest questions.
Very wholesome.
We hope you have a
Very
gorgeous
wholesome.
week. Yes, it still consumes us if you're wondering. Every goddamn day. Bye.
Bye.